Welcome. Today, we're going to break down a pretty provocative argument. The idea that our healthcare system might be designed not to cure us, but to keep us as lifelong customers. Now, just to be clear, our goal here isn't to say whether this is true or false. It's to simply understand the logic of the argument itself.
Okay, let's dive right in. The entire argument we're looking at really pivots on this one idea you see here. The source is claiming that when profit is the number one driver, the real incentive isn't actually to cure a disease, it's to manage it forever, and maybe even create a few new problems along the way.
So, to really get a grip on this perspective, we have to start right where the source does, with the role of profit. This idea is the absolute foundation that the rest of these claims are built on.
This whole argument can pretty much be boiled down to a core idea we can call the profit over cure thesis. Basically, the source suggests that from a cold, hard business perspective, a cured patient is a lost customer. It's like a canceled subscription. But a patient who needs treatment for the rest of their life, well, that's a steady stream of revenue.
So, if the goal is perpetual treatment, the big question is, how? How could a system like this actually function? The source we're examining points to a few specific ways it claims this is achieved.
The text lays out what is basically a three-pronged strategy. It alleges that this profit-driven goal is achieved by 1. Creating new ailments, 2. Controlling what doctors are taught in the first place, and 3. Deliberately holding back effective cures. Let's break down each of these.
The first alleged mechanism is this idea that treatments are sometimes designed to create side effects, new conditions that then require, you guessed it, another treatment. The source puts it super bluntly, stating that to maximize profit, you can simply make new diseases. This creates a profitable loop where one prescription just leads to the next. This second mechanism, well, it goes even deeper. It targets the very foundation of medical training itself. The text claims you can reshape the whole industry if you just change the syllabus for being a doctor. The argument here is that medical school is subtly shifted to prioritize managing symptoms with drugs over finding and fixing the root cause of the problem. And at its heart, this alleged change in education represents a massive pivot in what the objective of medicine even is. According to the source, the goal changes from curing illness, which, ends the treatment, to managing illness, which ensures that patient stays a patient.
And the third and final mechanism is the most direct allegation of them all. The source claims that in this chase for profit, not providing the actual medicine or treatment can also help. This is that really provocative idea that true cures might actually exist, but they're deliberately kept off the market in favor of more profitable, long-term therapies.
Okay, so if we follow the logic that's being presented in this text, what's the end game? What are the ultimate consequences for patients and for all of us if a system really operates on these alleged principles? According to this viewpoint, the consequences are pretty profound. Patients are turned into permanent clients. The actual pursuit of healing takes a back seat to what's profitable. Over time, this just chips away at public trust in the whole medical establishment. And ultimately, it commodifies illness, turning a person's health into just another product to be bought and sold.
Ultimately, all these different threads lead to one single, stark conclusion from the source. The alleged mechanisms and their consequences create a system that it claims is designed primarily for profit, not for patients.
And, deconstructing this argument leaves us with a much bigger question, one that applies way beyond this single text. It kind of pushes us to think critically about all of our most essential institutions and ask, how do economic incentives shape our most vital systems? That's definitely something to think about. Thanks for joining this explainer.